Thanksgiving ideas for the kiddos. And let me hit the next slide. Yes. So we are talking about engaging and exciting activities for your students to celebrate. And let us know here if there's anything that you need. You can type that in the chat, how we can support you. If you just let us know who you are, what is your role. We can change things, we could add things. I am definitely here to support you. So whatever you need, type that in the chat and I'll be keeping an eye on that to know how to best support you. Just because I have a presentation doesn't mean I need to focus on that and be stuck with there. I want to be flexible because you took your time to show up here tonight. And this is sponsored by ASLTeachingResources.com. For those of you who are here live on Zoom, we do have a special surprise for you at the end. And one thing, you're going to actually see what it is during this presentation. I know you're going to absolutely love it. So what are the benefits here? We are doing this because we want to encourage for the kids to have teamwork, cooperation, and it's also going to promote a critical thinking skills. And for what you're doing, it's going to reinforce new concepts. It's going to be creating an enjoyable learning environment because we all love games, right? So right now, if you have the ability, you can take a screenshot or something. We do have a QR code that'll give you access to more fun ideas. Okay, so take that screenshot. I will show it to you at the end again. Okay, and again, just type in the chat, who are you, what is your role, how can we help you tonight? If you have questions, I'm here, I can change things to make sure you are satisfied with tonight's training. Okay, so the first step right here. The first step is we are going to learn vocabulary. So I don't know how much sign that you know, I don't know if you're a beginner or what. So how can I help you? And we're going to first start and join this over here. You can see it live. We're going to first start with our presentation for learning vocabulary. And let's get started. This is called Boom Learning, and these are online games that we are doing, and I'm going to actually pause this and we're going to go over now and play some games to teach the vocabulary we're going to be using tonight. Okay, and this is at ASL Teaching Resources, and that's everything that you are looking for on any social media platform. Okay, let me pause this and come on over, and here we go. Game time. So here we go. All right, we are now going to just copy me and sign these together. And the first word, I'm going to finger spell them first, just that way you can receptively kind of build in things like this. And this is especially going to be good if you're teaching the children. You go ahead and you finger spell, and then they will start picking things up later. Some of them faster, but we know that's difficult finger spelling, so that's why we do it repetitively. So here we go. Here's the first word. Here we go. Okay, if you know what that is, you can type it right there. So here we are. It is America. These are your fingers, 5 hands, claps together, and we're going America. Okay, now let's go to the next one. And these are online cards. This is what you're going to receive tonight at the end of your training for those who have joined live. All right, the next word is, okay. Now notice the double letters here, how we approach that. We slid them like this. And the sign is fall. Fall. Now for our boom cards, which is online game that I'm presenting here, is you can, if you have kids that can hear or have like FMs or something that they're plugged in, you can have this right here. And you can click this.
Fall.
Okay, so that's added support. Now we're going to go on to the next word. Here's a finger spelling. Again. This sign is family. So this is an F hand, family, family. And the next word. Okay, again. Right here, this is food. There's a difference between food and eat. So for Thanksgiving, we even have a third variation. So here we go. We have food 2 times because it's a noun, and food 1 time because it's a verb. We are eating, as if you were imagining yourself putting food in your mouth. Now for Thanksgiving time, especially, we are doing, we are eating a lot. Okay, we're pigging out. So that's 2 hands and we're just like shoving it in. Okay, so here we are. And next word. Here we go. One more time. And that is friend. 2 people right here, one way, and then the other one. Okay, so we are finger spelling. We do finger spelling when there is not a sign for words. You also finger spelling for proper words, like a book title. You also finger spelling when you are saying maybe someone's name. And we finger spelling as well now when we are teaching words to build receptive skills, because normally we notice that finger spelling is a weak skill that most people have. So this is practice time finger spelling. Okay, here's the next one. Again. Holiday. This is like you're taking your your overalls, like the farmer, and you're going pulling them out. So, but we're going in holiday. Okay, native. Oh, excuse me, I forgot to finger spell native. Okay, that's Native American. Okay. Pilgrim. Kind of like the white you would see here, like pilgrim. The letter P's, pilgrim. All right, here's another one. Oh, excuse me. Okay, pumpkin. Just like we do when we go to the store, we thump it to see if it's ready. Okay, pumpkin. Okay, pumpkin. Now, I will say that there are different signs depending on where you live. So some are regional and others are general. So yes, signs can vary depending on where you live. All right, I think this might be the last vocab before we get started on some game ideas. You ready? Okay, thank you. Now there's a difference. This is Thanksgiving. We tend to use 2 hands. People also sign Thanksgiving, which is turkey. Okay. I like to sing Thanksgiving because I focus on giving thanks instead of the turkey. So that's just my decision there. So thank you. People always ask me, what's the difference between good and thank you? So we have good. This is actually good. It touches your hand, but this is also good. And this is also thank you. This is also you're welcome. You're welcome as well. So these are kind of like you have options for these. So now with this game that you're going to receive tonight for showing up live, and I will give you that code at the end here, you're going to be able to share these with your students and practice. So this is the game time where you get to pick if you're doing it right. Okay, so we do have this Thanksgiving Day, and here we go to, we had one more, turkey. So let's go on. Turkey is the gobble on the neck, so that's the turkey right here. All right, here we go. So you're going to match the sign with the icon now. And for those of you who are on the phone, I know you can't see this very clearly, but here we go. Are you ready? We're just going to do a few together, and then we'll move on to the other ideas that we have. And let me double check here. So is there a placement difference between good and thank you in space? Okay, let me come to that one. So I'm going to answer that. So in space. So thank you. It just comes from your mouth, almost like you can, maybe a memory tip might be like you're kissing someone. Thank you from your mouth. Thank you. Thank you. And good is still, it's just the same. And whenever I tell somebody good job, I'm going good job or good job. Thank you. It's the same thing. So it's really related to the sentence, how you set it up, that you know which one you are using. All right, so here we go. We're going to match it. And I know you are online and you don't have control, so I'm just going to show you how it works. And this is our online game that you will receive this tonight, and you'll have like, I think it's about 12 days to be able to play it with your students. And feel free to go ahead. America, we're going to click this one. Notice there is a sound that's like bing, really nice, and there's also green around it to indicate that this is wonderful. They did wonderful. And so this one right here, type there. What do you think this is? What do you think that sign is? Type that in the chat here. Give you just a moment. Okay. We just did that one. I'm going to finger spell it too while you're typing. All right, and it is it this? Whoops. No, it's not friend. It is, yes, ball. Okay, we're gonna do just one more on the online game, and then we're gonna move on to other ideas here. So can you type in the chat which word this is? Okay, type that in there. I'm gonna finger spell it too. Good. And it is family. Let's click this one. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this online game down. I know you can't see it, but let me close this down, and we'll come back to the presentation here. We have lots of good things happening. Yes. All right, let me take a sip of water here. And so now we have turkey toss. They always crack me up seeing these grown adults in a turkey costume just jumping back and forth. They're like ballerinas. Too cute. Okay, so this, what I'm going to do tonight is give you an example of how you can use normal games in your everyday classroom with, say, like math, or maybe your language class with like with kindergarten students. So here we go. We have the turkey toss, and these are ideas. You can do it at a distance. So if you have the turkey and you make it from a bag, I'm going to show you the image soon. You set it here, and then they can stand here. So here's your bag. They can stand here, or you can move them out further, just depending on their age or their capability. Another thing we are suggesting is that you use signs like these. These are our flashcards, and you can use these, and you can tape them on the balls that you wad up to throw it in there. So now notice here, there's a QR code, and I'm going to put one right here. You can take screenshot of that one. You can go see a lot of Thanksgiving signs here, okay? And so another one is you can do like a relay where you line them up in two teams, and then they could race to toss it in. And I will give you some ideas of how to incorporate that again with other ideas for school related things. You can set up like an optimal course. They have to do things like maybe problems or answer questions related to school. You can partner them up as well as a team. So learning targets. I'm not going to be doing this for each of our game ideas, just for the first one to give you ideas to get you going on the concepts. And I'm keeping an eye on my time here. So one of the learning targets in teaching sign with the kids or other things is this one could be like hand and eye coordination. So they have to be able to see the target and throw it in there, and also fine motor skills as well. I'll let you read that yourself to see more. And spatial awareness, knowing how the distance of something, they can gauge the distance and see the relationship in their tossing. Oh my gosh, as an adult, I am often challenged when I play games where I have to toss a ball into something and it just near misses it. I'm like, dang it. So the same concept applies to us as adults as well. We have to keep practicing. Okay, here's an example right here. This is what it looks like. That's easy to make. As you can see, you just use like a bag from the store, like a paper bag, and then you use a smaller bag and tie it up like the legs, and you can staple it on each side, and then have some just white paper and stick it out so it looks like a chicken leg, but of course it's a turkey leg. Okay. All right, let me move on to this one. How do you apply this game idea to your normal school lessons? What do you do? Again, because we are at ASL Teaching Resources, we are supporting you in working with children using sign language. So you can apply this to, let's say, counting and numbers. So maybe they have to count how many balls they are receiving before they throw them. Maybe they can have a toss back and forth and counting with their vocals and with sign language, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. It's really helpful. Maybe they have to solve a math problem. What's 2 plus 1? That equals 3. That means they get three times to throw the ball. Okay, so you can see concepts how you can use this. Maybe with the alphabet recognitions, what you maybe have is on the turkey bag, you actually can tape on letters of the ABCs. And then you tell them, okay, you can even sign. You're going to throw it to the turkey that's called D. And then they have to all throw it to the one that has the sign language taped on it. That's D, or what you say. You decide how you want to set that up. Okay, I'm hoping this is helpful. These are other ideas. I'm going to let you just take a moment to read through those yourself. Okay, and then I will go ahead and move to the next slide. So take a moment and just read that yourself. Okay, and so next week on Wednesday, we're going to come back and we'll do a quick review of these slides before we continue on to the next part 2. So if you miss part, that's fine. So again, these what we were suggesting, get the flashcards right here and cut them out and tape them onto the balls or the turkey bags, and so they can practice and learn sign as well. And this is the link that you can go to. It's called bit.ly/ASL-Thanksgiving. Many resources there. Okay, so now for the next game idea. Here we go. Yes, so you can go to the links in the bio. You can also find us at ASLTeachingResources.com. In the search bar, just type Thanksgiving and you're good to go. Here's the other idea too. Again, if you missed it, here's the QR code you can use. You can take a screenshot of this. I hope you can see this. I don't know what you can see. Again, type anything in the chat if you have questions. Okay, so for story cubes, what does that look like? Right here. Yes, we have these. We have these available right here. Okay, and these are all sign language. And you don't see these out there. I mean, these are special, unique. So from me, I have been in education for over 28 years and been in the classroom. And so I see what teachers are needing to work with the students. So this is where it made. And then we have the pictures that match them as well. And then we also have the words if they are doing these as well. And so these are the dice. And you can see different ideas. You can teach sequencing and ordering if you're telling a story. From these, you can create a visual storyline like you're writing it on the wall. And you can also discuss story elements. What is the settings? Where is this happening? So the kids are embedding the stories from the dice that they are rolling. And here's a little example here. Okay, do you have any questions? Let me know. Okay, so this is, again, the link if you're interested in getting some of the dice. So here is another one, and I think we're going to wrap it up with this last one because it's getting closer to time, and this is scavenger hunt. Who doesn't like this? We also call this sometimes, I've seen it like write the room, okay, where you tape up on the walls your vocabulary words. So if it's like a spelling test and the kids are learning, you would put the words on the wall. You know, you see it all the time where you have word wall, right? So this one though, you would take the flashcards. We do have wall charts too. You would take those and tape them on the walls throughout the room and hide them depending on your kids, your students. And you can also leave clues like where to find them. Maybe you can sign it, or maybe you could say you're getting hotter or you're getting cold for them looking for these signs. And this is what they look like. Again, it is the flashcards and one is backwards. You can decide if you want signs, all sign language, or you can decide if you want the icons. You can decide if you want them both. Now, here's my idea. So in the classroom, when we're teaching vocabulary, it doesn't even have to be Thanksgiving related, but this is the goal for tonight. You can have your vocabulary on the wall. And so let's say let me back up here. Let's say we're going to assign one family and they're learning the word for family. Okay, so what you can do is then you can then hide many of the pictures of family. It doesn't have to be just this family right here. It could be pictures that the kids have cut out, or pictures that the kids have brought into school about their family, and you can go hide them in the room and then they all go find it. Another idea is if they bring a family picture in, you put them around the room and then the kids go find it and they have to match the kid who it goes to. So anyway, there are a variety of ideas that you can do. Okay, so here, give me 1 second. And let me keep going here. We're coming to the end of this one. Isn't that fun? Kids love going around hunting for things, for sure, for sure. Okay, so just letting you know, many times I get comments, people should learn from deaf people. Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. And we do have deaf here at ASL Teaching Resources, and tonight it's me. So you get me. And so I am honored to be here sharing with you ideas and concepts of how to incorporate sign language in your classroom. So here we are, we're saying thank you.